Hello and welcome to WOW's Operation Replays. Today we have another clan battles moment. Now this isn't like the last ones where we've been against Bonky and Akala. This is actually a Typhoon level clan. This is 5D. They're a Typhoon level clan. So we're in for a fight. And it was a real nail biter. We had to actually fight on this one. We had to really fight to win this battle. It was a tough one. It was close there for a few minutes. Now our chat is saying, well, we had a really we had some really odd matches Thursday night. We were pretty much running into weird teams, and one was like, well, their clan name was actually bots. I'm not bad mountain player, but they did kind of play like bots, and it was weird. I can't remember if that one was the iron wall strat, where they kept, or iron curtain strat, where they kept just kind of just pushing one side, and we were just able to flank them and really hammer them down. But it was like, okay, interesting. But now, as you can see, our team is moving off in their respectable positions. Now, usually team positions like this are mirrored. It's not really a secret. Basically, because in clan battles, most of the teams will run the same strat over and over again. You rarely ever run different strats, because you do what the meta is and where people will put their ships. It's usually a meta and who just comes out better and who can out-trade each other. That's what clan battles is. It's pretty much just out-trading the other person. Usually have the same meta. Like this season, we're seeing a lot of Nevskis and fire builds and just a lot of burning everything down. Well, it's just whoever can out-trade the other one. Now we get real lucky. Okay, we spot the Moskva early, Mr. Slug Boy. Now, their team, I was in 5D3 and 5D2. So, I don't know how these guys particularly played, but I know that I was there for at least half my warship career. Pumpkin Guest, the Vampire, Napoli, Moskva, and we're gonna see the battleships show up on this side. So they went heavy A flank, which, well, as you look at us, we went heavy C flank. And usually on this map, well, usually it depends on the clan. It just really depends. Now, I do try to take a shot at the Vampire, and I miss. And they do have their Nevsky there. And the Shima, who's spotting for him, so he'll just farm everything down. So that's what a Nevsky does. It just burns, burns, and burns. So you can tell that this is, the A is their push side. Basically, to get around us at A and, you know, flank them. That's what they're doing. Yeah, the Marseille, the Nevsky, those are just fire ships to burn everything down. Then we have two of their big push ships here. Vampire, yeah. So, and we still know there's a battleship undetected. So we gotta see where the battleship is before we can really do anything. I really should have just kept HE loaded, but
enemy destroyer detected.
like you see in my operations video for the Cherbourg, the whole French line for these cruisers is all about consumable management. It's all about consumable management. And there's the battleship, so we know we have 4 ships on this side, meaning there's 3 ships on that side. So our C side has to push and win. If we can't win the BC push, we're dead. Now you see, our clever is just burning the Napoli. He's got double fires on him. I think he has triple fires on him now. So, but unfortunately that's, you know, it's a cruiser, so it's only 30 seconds. And I have 3 guys aiming at me. I got the Monty, I got the Moskva, I've got the Vampire. I do take a decent salary, and I'm starting to take fire. So, I gotta get out of here. Because there's a Napoli there, and I'm sitting practically broadside.
Engine boost
And Nap
activated.
pops this crawling smoke. I hate that. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that hate. When you know the Napoli can be focused and died, and he pops that exhaust smoke, and you're like, damn! He disappears on you, and you're like, crap! It is frustrating. Because it has that gimmick. Now you can see the Moskva was backing up, because he knows that, you know, we're pushing that side. And our daring is in, well, B. So we're capping B. And the only thing they have to stop us is the Shima. And I am RPF located. That means that our Kleber's not located. So that means I'll take all the force and the torps while he can at least run away. And right now I'm just driving straight and I'm driving blind because I have no idea. I got Moskva, I got a Monty that could show that vampire is right there. He could spot me, and I could have a Monty salvo coming in on me. So it is like very worrying. There's 2 aiming at me right now. So it's like crap. There's still a Napoli out there. Yep, and the Napoli is shooting me. Now there's 3 aiming at me now. So it's like, wow. Because I know, and there's the Montana with the shots. I knew those were going to come at some point, so I turn out. That's going to hurt me a little. Yep, that does take a 10k off me, so that does hurt. Fortunately, he does not get my Citadel. I just get normal chunk damage. But I'm still spotted by the vampire, so that Napoli can just shoot me over the whole island and basically just farm me down. So I can't stay there. I can't stay. And there you see their Moskva has repositioned to help to try to stop our C push. Or our B push and take it back. So, and I do knock out one of his torp tubes, and those are 12 km torp. So he's down to 1 torp tube now. So that helps. But you just see how incredibly tanky Napoli really is. It is incredibly over tanky, and it was probably a good thing. And there goes the exhaust smoke again, so it doesn't get farmed. But you see how incredibly tanky it is, and it is probably a good thing that Wargaming made it only 1, because 2 in this kind of meta would be overtly overpowered. You just stick them both on one side, and there's the Montana, and I know where he's going, but his guns aren't looking at me, so this is scary. I'm down to like 1 heal now, I think. Nope, I got 1 heal left. And I can heal back much of my health. Now I am trying to shoot that Moskva, because he is backing up, but I overshoot. So I try to get into just that right position, and our Clever is going to go down. I do try to help my guys out here. Try to get all my guns on, and I watch the smokestack, because I can see him. Yep, there's a stopping. And I pick up the Moskva.
Our victory is in sight.
So you're looking for these cross shots on this map. This is a very tough map. Now we do lose our Burgone, and our Clever. So we're down 2 ships to their 6. And they have the point, and they can get the point lead back. So we're in a very bad spot because they're flanking us. Now you're looking, okay, the Monty's right, and we're telling our friend in the Des Moines to not go backwards, because he's right there. And he is shooting our Moskva. Now, I do have my reload booster off cooldown. And I have my aiming module, and you can see. And then you see the torps. He's turning back in to avoid the torps. But in doing that, he opens himself up. And I get a really good salvo though, 30k off it. You'll just see how quick this Montana goes down. Now he does pick up R, so we're down 3 ships to 6. But they're gonna lose their battleship. But you know, I've got a Napoli on my butt. And a vampire, so and they killed the Marseille, which is great because if he didn't die, you know, it would have been nasty. And Marseille is a very tanky ship. She just can't be focus shot. If she gets focus fired, you know, then you reach a problem. I try to come out to help kill this battleship. And there's a fire. I do get a fire on him, or I think it was on the that was on the Napoli. And our daring picks up the Montana. So and then I don't know why the Napoli tried to shoot AP at my butt. Now they're just trying to focus this Napoli down, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And I get another fire on the Nap, so that's gonna be a perma-fire. I do trying to expose myself a little bit just to try to help get this guy down.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Now, I'm at like 1,000 health. I'm going down. And I'm still hard detected. So the vampire's here. And the Nevsky's shooting me. Yep. I'm dead from Nevsky. And our Shima takes out our Des Moines. Yep. I go down. So we're down 3 ships to 2. And their vampire has to take C for them to win. But we've still got a 100-point lead. Getting that B point early on really gave us the point lead. If it had taken us longer to get B, it probably would have changed things around. Now the Napoli is going to have to go dark and protect B. But, you know, they pushed the Nevsky and the Shima off so far that they're really off in a really bad position now. They can't really do much because our Des Moines pushed up and kept pushing that Shima away. And now it's just our vampire. Now it's just the vampire versus the daring here. So our Napoli needs to live, and Mr. Daring needs to kill this vampire. If we can kill the vampire, we win. And you see vampire activating crawling smoke, so he goes dark, of course, but the Daring Hydro. And he has to avoid torp, so he can't stay in his thing forever. And we pick up the Daring, and you know, our DD is just barely gonna go down. And we tick out just before our Daring went out. So it was a very close match, as you saw.